What's going on, everybody? Ramsland the man here. Got an update for you here. So this is an update for this head unit specifically. This is the xtrons Android 10.1. I think it's 10.1, the 10-inch screen. Xtrons, you can get it on Amazon, eBay, all that stuff. But this is specifically for the xtrons unit because there's a couple different attachments and add-ons for this unit that you can get. So first off, this is the unit here. Everything was plug and play, right? Mine is the single zone. Now you can't get a dual zone or a single zone unit. It all comes as one, and there's a harness in there for a single zone and a dual zone. I do the single zone, so that's how I have it plugged in. But everything is completely plug and play. There's no splicing. There's nothing to wire up. Easiest radio to put in as far as when it comes to this. What else? It's all responsive. Like I said, everything works. Everything works. I didn't have to put in a code for this. Like I said, it was all plug and play. It all just matched up. It all powered up. Another thing that you want to do is when you get this radio, you want to have the Wi-Fi on, and you want to update. You want to update the apps. So kind of like how you just go there, hold it down like how you would any Android, and you would just connect to it. But then it'll also update your apps. So I don't know if people just think that it's an Android radio, that the apps don't need updated or whatever the case may be, but you should update it so everything's running at the newest software and firmware, and everything is working the way it should be, so there's no lagginess or issues with the with the radio. So you can still do YouTube, you can do all that stuff. Wait for it to load up. It only has 2 gigs of RAM, so it's not the fastest machine as far as like switching between apps and just going through the menus. But it's not bad though. For a radio, this is definitely up to speed as far as like 2018, 2019, even like 2020 radio models and stuff like that. Like the way how it moves, the way how it switches between the apps. You see, like, it's not bad. It's not bad. What else? So I wanted to mainly do an update as far as the features go, or like the main things like the settings and everything. So here's how you would work it, right? It goes sideways, but then you can also change how the animation goes. So if you hold a section of the screen, you got your page animation. That's fine. The real good thing about this thing has a 32 band EQ. Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. You got your different settings there, your different presets. I have a subwoofer hooked up to mine. You got your radio. I normally never have it on the radio, but I mean, kind of want to have that background noise. Alright. I kind of wish the buttons wasn't on this side. I wish it was maybe like at the bottom, maybe, or even like on this side, because being, you're driving, you got your wheel, the buttons are kind of close to here, so it's kind of hard, and then especially because you got the little lip, it's kind of hard to hit something, accurately as you're trying to drive. But so you got the settings here, pretty standard. You got your Google. Okay, there we go. See, that's to load up and all that. See, I'm connected to the Wi-Fi right now, so that's how I have all that stuff. You can see me right there. All that good stuff. The same thing as your phone or your tablet, whatever. For infotainment, it does have steering wheel controls, but I don't have them, so that's kind of useless for me. What are the big things that I really cared about? Oh, you don't need to wire up the backup, not the backup, the parking bypass, because there's a settings for that. Go to options. It's probably gonna take me a little while to try to figure out where. Oh yeah. So you have all the options. So you got your front camera, reverse warning lights, all that stuff. Yeah, you got all that stuff, all that good stuff. What else here? It's not a bad radio, man. It's not a bad radio. Like I said, I got subwoofer hooked up, amp hooked up. You can install apps from the marketplace, like I said. You can do yeah, see, I have put the good old GTA on there. That's just me though. That's just my own personal thing. That's why I got it. But you know, as you see, GPS is fine. No issues with the GPS. As you see, it all looks. I mean, don't mind the glare. All that stuff, you see that? All that stuff. Tire pressure. This is one of the things that I think you guys should get. So when you get this radio, okay. When you get this radio, it is coming from China, so it's gonna take a while. Get the OBD2 adapter. Get the OBD2 adapter along with the tire pressure, sensor right there. Get that along with the camera too. So 3 things: OBD2 port, the backup camera, there's a tire pressure sensor, or the module for that. You get those 3 things and you'll be fine. I don't got the camera hooked up, but as you see, tire pressure is all right there. Easy. The instructions for it: YouTube Music, Google Play, or the Google Play Music. I have a PSP emulator on here, so I can play PSP games on here. What else? Back to the settings. Oh wait, where'd the background music go? Bluetooth works fine. For the OBD2 port, the OBD2 port has to be first. As far as like putting it in, it has to be first for the for torque to work. So like I said, so right now we're in Bluetooth mode. So you got your touchpad or the dial pad, contacts, all that stuff. Calling, so you know your incoming calls, outgoing calls, and the music. The only thing about the music that I don't like is the fact there isn't a bar, like a time bar. There isn't that. But I mean, you know, that's whatever. So here's torque. Yeah, all connects. Real time. So we got coolant, everything just kicked in. Volts, revs. See everything kind of. None of this other stuff. Oh, you can kind of see. All cool. You can see your if you have any codes or anything like that, you can clear it. All that good stuff. So there's that. So if you bought this radio mainly for the AC, you know, like maybe like your AC controls, you know, crapped out or whatever, or the heater, or the radio itself worked or stopped working. That was my case. The radio itself stopped working, but the heater controls was fine. I had the stock, or not stock, I had the Singleton radio in this port, while I had the factory one up there. And I got tired of having that because, you know, I wanted the screen to work. I wanted, you know, lights. It was kind of dark in the car. You know, I don't have the park drive reverse. Don't worry about all that. That's kind of crazy. the park drive reverse lights here, you know, the radio, all that stuff. So I wanted some lights plus a good sound, and I wanted to retain the look of how the car was as far as like its drawer here, and I wanted to bring the car newer into, you know, 2020. So that's my review for this radio. It is a good radio. It was $300 along with the I mean, I had to buy the other stuff extra, but $300 for the radio, not a bad radio, no issues. I would highly recommend you getting it. And that's it. I'm signing out of here, guys. If anything else, I'll update with a 6-month update.